So then the last thing I think it needs is a bit of sidechain because the drums just really aren't punching through, especially the kick. And again, we're going to mix this whole track down towards the end. It is definitely not mixed the way I want it to, but we're in the songwriting process, so let's just focus on that. But for now, I think I'm just going to copy over the sidechain from the bass onto this Acid Darkness track. And so now let's listen to the whole thing, and I'm going to be adjusting the sidechain and gain staging and just doing a little bit. So let's listen to it.
Operate, dominate, elevate, generate.
Okay, and something I'm hearing is that double kick. It is ducking too much for that double kick, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into the sidechain trigger in my drums group, and anytime where that double kick happens, I'm just going to delete it. So basically, I'm just gonna copy it across, so it's just 4 on the floor kicks without that 8th note kick happening. So let's do that. And I didn't really notice that I didn't like that until I brought in this acid lead, so that's important to note. So let's listen to it again, and I'm just gonna keep adjusting the sidechain until I get something I like.
Operate, dominate, elevate, generate.
Much better. Okay, that sounds great. So a little insight to what I was doing with the sidechain compressor. I ended up, I think, bringing the threshold up a bit higher because it was just ducking a bit too much. And with the bass, that works because we need to move the bass out of the way for the kick, but the acid pattern isn't really conflicting with anything as much as the bass would be. So I don't think we need to sidechain it as deep. So I moved the threshold up. I turned the ratio down a bit. So we're just lessening the intensity of the sidechain. And then also something I did was I switched this from RMS to peak. And what this is doing is RMS is like the average volume of something. I forget exactly what it stands for, but it's the average volume of a sound over time. And then when you have it on peak mode, it's reading the peaks. So I found that when I switched it from RMS to peak, I was getting like a sharper, more precise sidechain sound. And I think it just sounded a lot cleaner and more responsive. So I'm really happy with the settings we have here. And I think the acid pattern sounds great. Now that that's finished, let's start adding more sounds to the drop, filling it out, adding some cool synth fills and some tonal sounds, and just some overall ear candy. Because right now, the drop sounds good, but it could sound a lot better. So let's get into that.